Today's warm-up has us applying the rules of the order of operations and using rational numbers. Now for this one, all of our rational numbers are fractions, but we've got those negative and positive fractions in there. So when I look at this, I know the very first thing I need to do is this expression inside the parentheses right here. Now, if you've already, and I hope you have, watched the video on adding and subtracting fractions, you should know that I like to have people set this up using this chart. We use the acronym I love eating apples and avocados, or avocados and apples, either way you want to say it works. And I'm going to put my problem right here, 4/9 minus 5/6. Now, they don't need to be changed into improper fractions, so that's already all set. Next thing I'm going to be doing is find the LCM of 9 and 6. Least common multiple, 9 and 6, the lowest number that they both go into, of course, is 18. I need to use that 18 to make my equivalent fractions. So I know I've got, how do I get from 9 to 18? That, of course, is times 2. So I multiply 4 times 2 and get an 8 up here. How do I get from 6 to 18? I multiply times 3. So I do that to the top. Whatever I do to the bottom, I do to the top. 5 times 3 is 15. Now, I'm going to take those numerators only, and I'm going to add or subtract. In this case, I'm subtracting 8 minus 15. And here comes in those integer rules that I know I need to apply. I'm going to first cha-cha-cha. I've got stay, change, change, cha-cha-cha. Make sure you cha-cha-cha, or you'll get it wrong. I take my absolute values of both of those numbers, 8 and 15. 8 and negative 15, I should say, which gives us 8 and 15. And then I need to think about my addition rules. And in this case, the signs are different. Find the difference. So we're going to do 15 minus 8, which we know is 7. And then I take the sign of my larger absolute value, which is 15, and that gives us a negative 7. I'm going to take my negative 7 and my 18. I'm going to make those into my answer. So I've got negative 7/18 as my answer here. Now, obviously, I've run out of room on this page, so I'm going to turn the page, and I've now got negative 2/3 times the quantity of negative 7/18 plus 2 1/2 divided by negative 1/6. At this point, I now don't have anything in parentheses except for those that are separating one number from the next. So I know I'm going to start here with my multiplication and not do this for right now. When I multiply, I get to do the math Macarena. I'm not dividing, I go right to multiplication, and I'm going to keep the top with the top and the bottom with the bottom. Now I should make sure I make my life easier here if I know that I can do some cross-canceling. 2 goes into 2 and 18. This becomes 1. This becomes 9. So the answer to this is going to be negative 1 times negative 7 is a positive 7, and 3 times 9 is 27, plus 2 1/2 divided by negative 6. I've got 2 1/2 divided by negative 1/6. That's now my division problem. I know that I can't do anything with that mixed number. I need to change it to an improper fraction. 2 1/2 becomes 5/2. Divide by negative 1/6. Math Macarena, here I come. First we will divide. I keep the first, flip the second. Now we multiply. Keep the top with the top and the bottom with the bottom. Again, let's make our lives easier by doing some cross-canceling here. I've got 2 and 6. 2 goes into 2 once. 2 goes into 6 3 times. So what I have is 5 times negative 3, which is negative 15. Over 1. Again, I'm going to have to turn the page here. Don't quite have enough room. So my final problem that I have to do is positive 7 over 27 plus negative 15. Now, I do have a fraction, but I need to apply those integer rules. The signs are different. Find the difference. I'm hesitating here. Finding the difference. So I take those absolute values. It's going to be 15 minus 7/27. I've got a whole number, and I take away a fraction. I know that 15 becomes 14, and 7/27 away from basically one whole leaves us with 20/27. And then I need to go back and see which one had the larger absolute value. Obviously, it's my whole number, 15. So my final answer is negative 14 and 20/27.